Hello, it's Keith from Kinvert, and in this video I want to go over a quick explanation of logarithms. So let's say that we have the log base 2 of 32, and that equals 5. So I can just write out the whole thing here, all right? So what this is saying is log base 2 of 32 is 5. Really what a log is you're saying, for example, 2 to the what gets me 32. So log base of something to the something else gets me this, all right? Log base 2 to the what gets me 32. Another way to think about this, and by the way, I'm using log base 2 because it's a real life example. So if we've got log base of 2 for 64, what is that? What is that going to end up being? 2 to the what gets me 64. Okay? Another way to think of this, imagine if, so this log base 2 just basically means, hey, I'm doubling. How many times do I need to double, starting at basically 1, how many times do I need to double to get to 64? Right? And the answer to this ends up being 6, because if you 2 and then we get 4, and then we get 8, and then 16, and then 32, and then 64, and we can count these quick. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So if we are doubling, we're doubling because we've got a log base 2. If we're doubling, how many times, to what power do we need to bring 2? How many times do we need to double to get to 64? All right, so I'll give you an example that I'd like you to try to work out here. Log base 2, so we're still doubling, of 256. What is this equal to? I want you to pause the video, hit the K key, try to figure this out in just a second. So remember, how many times do I need to double? If I start at 1, how many times do I need to double in order to get to 256? 2 to the power of what gets me 256? Pause the video, K key. Here comes your answer in 3, 2, 1. It's 8. Okay, 2 to the 8 gets you 256. And this is a computer science thing. There are 8 bits in a byte, and you can store 256 things in a byte. So it's a computer science example. So log base 2 to the power of 8 is what gets you the 256. All right, and then another way that we can rewrite this is like this. So we could say 2 to the 8 is 256. All right, so you take the base, and this is still the base. So let's write this. This is the base, and this is the base. You can see 2 remains the base. 8 is the power, is one way to call it. And then here, 8 is still the power. And then this is, we'll just call it the value, I guess, or the result. This is the value, or the result. Okay? So remember, if you're doing, well, let's do an example where something is tripling. Okay, so all right, so that's what I'm going to do. So let's say that we're tripling, okay? If I have a log base 3, that means I'm tripling over and over and over. I'm tripling, okay? How many times do I need to triple my initial value of 1 to get to 27? 3 to the what gets me 27? And in the end, that happens to be 3, right? Because we go from 1, do another, we get to 3, so we tripled. And now we go to 9, and now we go to 27. And so we tripled here once, we tripled twice, we tripled 3 times, right? So that correlates with that. The 27 correlates here. And then the fact that we are tripling is what's happening here. So log base 2 just means we're doubling over and over and over and over. Log base 3 means we're tripling over and over and over and over. And log base of e just means that we're multiplying by e times e times e times e. How many times? How many times? That is this value. And this is just basically saying the end result. So again, log base 2 just means I'm doubling over and over and over. Okay? 32 just means this is what we end up with. And then what this ends up being equal to is how many power, to what power do we need to bring to get the 32? And in that case, it's a 5. So we went over what a log means. We didn't do many examples, but the main thing is kind of the language and the intuition. We are doubling over and over. How many times do we need to double to get to 32? If we have a log base 3 and the result is 81, how many times do we need to triple to get 81? To what power do we bring 3 to get that many triplings? Well, that'd be 4 in this case. So I hope this made sense. If it didn't, please let me know. I want to find a different way to explain this. There are different ways to kind of think about this. But this is how I think of logarithms. I'm doubling over and over. How many times do I need to double to get to 32? I'm tripling, so I take log base 3. I'm tripling over and over. How many times do I need to triple this to get to 81 times bigger? And that's basically what a log is. Keith from Kinvert. This is going to be part of our online course for pre-calculus and algebra. Hope you found this helpful. We will see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.